I got another banger for you guys. Stay tuned. In today's video, we are discussing how to pressure wash a pool deck. Well, that's pretty simple enough, guys. We at Mr. Bubbles, we utilize a 5-step approach to doing this. Number one is you want to pre-treat. Number two, you want to do cutting. That's actually what I'm doing right now on screen. It's also called white tipping. Number three, you want to come through with your surface cleaner, and then you want to, number four, rinse all of that stuff off, and then finally, you want to post treat. So, yeah, and unfortunately, guys, I didn't realize the camera was actually not recording. I hadn't hit the button during the first phase, but the first thing that we did here is we hit this with a 2.5% solution from our soft wash gun. The pool patio was full of mildew. It had a little bit of mold growing on it, a little bit of moss, you know, pretty much all your typical outdoor organics. And so we let that sit for about 10 minutes while we were pulling hoses and getting set up. Tremendous amount of plants on the patio as well. So we had to move a lot of stuff around and whatnot. So while all that was going on, we were letting that sauce sit. And then what you see me doing here now is step number two. And this is pretty much how we do all of our concrete cleaning. So this is the same process that we use to be able to, for example, do other patios or driveways. We're going to go through the same 5-step system. So like I said, what you see me doing now is I'm doing the cutting. You do that. Sometimes we refer to it as well as white tipping because you're using that 40-degree white tip, pressure tip. And in the cutting phase, guys, what you want to do is you want to eliminate all the spaces that the surface cleaner is not going to be able to. And you see here me on screen there, moving stuff around, going around plants. Some plants they just couldn't be moved. We didn't feel comfortable moving. Some of them were pretty heavy, but some of the other ones, the pots were coming apart and stuff like that. So, but we ended up moving something like 20, 30 plants, something like that. And this is actually, I chose this specific patio for this video because it gives us a good learning opportunity for new guys. Because you want to charge extra for things like that. And we at Mr. Bubbles, typically, we charge our minimum for a pool deck is $3.99, but then we charge $100 extra. When we got to come through and do a lot of extra work, as you see me on there moving a bunch of stuff. So you want to make sure that you're charging people what your value actually is, right? So you see here, guys. I mean, I'm going through with my white tip, and I'm eliminating all of the spaces that the surface cleaner cannot get to, and that's the bottom line. That's the goal of the first phase. And then also sometimes I'll run into like a really, really bad stain that the chemical didn't knock down, and then I'll tip that real quick too. I'll pressure wash that real quick. And yeah, and one of the things that I'm doing pretty much in all my episodes now is I let you guys know how I picked up the customer, and that's going to be important for you guys to learn a lot of different weapons, marketing wise, for you to be able to pick up work in your area. And how we got this customer here, guys, was through a networking group. Now, I'm going to mention this again because, I started to announce this a couple videos ago. We're putting together a series. It's going to be a 9-part episode series on marketing. And this is definitely going to be in there, networking. Because it's one of those things that are very, very low cost, but also very, very, very effective. We are members of the Chamber of Commerce. And, I'm not in a big city, guys. I mean, where we are is about 150,000 people. I mean, this is cow town. It's got nothing but cows and tractors around me. So, I'm pretty sure wherever you guys are as well, let's say you live in Rock Creek, whatever the name of your city is. If you Google Rock Creek Chamber of Commerce, it's going to come up. And what I would do is go on their website and register. I think you pay like $40, guys. I mean, it's either 40 to $50 per year to register your company with them. And it's perfect for the purpose of getting your name, your company name out there, and all of that. So make sure you do that. And they will let you know. You go on their website, they're gonna let you know events that they have, and that's how we got this customer. At an event, we met him. He's got a local business as well, and and through the years, we've gotten, I don't know, a couple dozen different customers because of him. I would say about 18 or 19 customers that he gets us every year because he recommends us, and this is his personal house. So that's how we got this customer. We highly recommend that as far as like a very low cost or free form of marketing. And then the other thing is, with the networking, we network with, oh man, I want to say about half a dozen big groups that we found through Facebook, meetup groups, business entrepreneur meetup groups. So I highly recommend those because you get your name out there, and it doesn't cost you any money to do that. So that's how we got this customer. So moving on here to what we're doing, you saw the cutting phase was over, guys. We are now on the surface cleaning phase, and something I did here, and I did this on purpose, by the way. If you look on screen, you can see on there that little silver guy, and you might be like, "Wait, come on, Mr. Bubbles, you come on, you surface cleaning this with the low surface cleaner?" I did this on purpose, guys. For most of you that are listening to this, you're either starting a pressure washing business or you're even thinking about someday starting a pressure washing business. And you're not going to start out with your big, we have a 36-inch whisper wash. We got another one that's 28 inches. We have another one that's 24. And we have like 8 or 9 of those yellow 20-inch ones. But every single one of my trucks has these little guys from Lowe's because they're awesome for, small patios and walkways. But I actually did this on purpose, guys, because I wanted to show you how, even using this little guy that you buy at Lowe's for, I think it costs 180 or 190 bucks for this guy. I mean, guys, it took me about an hour and 45 minutes to do this entire patio, but I had to use this little guy, which probably, if I would have had my bigger one, I probably would have shaved off half an hour or 40 minutes. But it was a good learning opportunity for you to see that you can get this done with the little surface cleaner. And we really like that surface cleaner as well because, again, it's just a gun attachment, so you don't have to undo your, turn your machine off and all that stuff. So, but that's what you see me doing here, guys. I'm just coming through now. I've white tipped the entire thing. I'm surface cleaning. You see how bad, even with a 2.5% solution, guys, look at that. Look how bad all of that stuff. I mean, this is the homeowner said that it's been a couple of years since he's done it. So you see the difference there. Now, if you're if you are new to the industry and you're wondering about, when I say 2.5%, what does that mean? And you don't know anything about chemicals yet. I'm going to recommend for you is go back into our archives here at Mr. Bubbles channel and look for episode 10. That episode is called The 8 Essential Chemicals of the Pressure Washing Business. And that's going to be a great resource for you because it has a breakdown of all the essential chemicals that we use, like your rust removals, your degreasers, your SH or sodium hypochlorite. And the best thing that I really like about that episode, it has a calculator, an SH calculator. And with that, you're going to be able to make your own solution. You're going to be able to mix your own bleach. So highly recommend you go back and you watch that. And then the other thing I'll say, also, guys, if you're interested or you're wondering what the equipment that we're using here at this job, you can actually go back to episode 1. We're using that same exact rig. That rig belongs to one of my leads. And that's who I happen to be here with today. And I got 3 people working on this property because we're doing the house, 2 decks, multiple walkways, and we just happen to be doing the pool patio. And this was something that had been on a schedule for a month that I already knew about. So, and I knew that I was going to be here and I wanted to record on this pool patios for you guys. So, But yeah, that's episode one. You get to do a complete walkthrough, and you see the machine that's on there. You see all of that stuff. So highly, highly recommend that for you as well. And that's all it is, guys. I mean, with I always say this, with this business, it's all about habit. It's all about systematic, a system that you're going to develop for yourself. And my way, the Mr. Bubbles way, of course, it's not going to be the only way out there. But for you guys that are new, it at least gives you a jumping off point, something to for you to be able to start and say, okay, I'm going to do it this way first. What you got to remember is I've been in the field for 10 years. And I went through every which way of doing stuff. So finally, after 10 years, I started to develop a system for myself. When you've done 1,000 driveways, for example, or 1,000 houses. In my case, I've done well over 1,000 pool decks. You're going to develop a system for yourself, and this is the system that I developed for myself that I saw as being the most efficient way, the fastest way, without compromising any quality. And you see us coming down to the wire here, guys. Oh, by the way, guys, if you look on screen, you see that little white top right there? It's important for you not to run over those with your surface cleaner. It's happened to us 2 times, I would say, within the last calendar year, where if you run over that white cap right there, you can actually break your surface cleaner. It has happened to us, guys. It actually bends that bar. A month ago, one of my technicians called, and that's what happened to him. He ran over that white cap right there. And that bar under his surface cleaner, man, guys, it looked like the letter L. I mean, no, it looked like a pretzel, basically. I mean, it was amazing what it did to it. So, do not run over those things with your surface cleaner. So now that the surface cleaning is 100% done, guys, I switched back to my white tip. And I am doing the rinsing phase. So, with the rinsing, you just want to move everything and push all the dirty water out. This is very important, guys. If you're doing a pool, and in this case here, you see how clean the water is. And this is not the beginning of the pool season. This is in June, so you want to make sure you try your best to not push dirty water inside of the pool. So you see me here. You're gonna see me several times here. Walk on that red brick away and push the water away from the pool. And if you get a little bit of dirty water in there, it's not that big of a deal. As a matter of fact, the homeowner here said that he was having some people come out to clean the pool, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But still, you want to make a habit of doing things a certain type of way. So you see how I'm doing it there. I'm pushing all the dirty water away from it, away from getting inside of the pool. And that's what you want to do. You want to come through and you rinse. And another thing about the rinsing that is probably very important that I've seen you guys make mistakes on, as I come through with my rinse, what you want to do is you whenever you see a spot that the chemical didn't get and also the surface cleaning didn't get, then you want to go in closer and then you want to make sure you pressure wash that off. And there's a handful of times where where I ran into something here on this concrete where I had to get in real close and then get rid of it with the pressure washing. So you want to make sure that it's 99% done before you get to the post-treatment phase. And I mean, you see the difference here, guys. What a huge difference. If you go through these 5 steps, what a huge difference it makes for you. Oh, and before I forget, guys, the crazy thing that happened here, I actually found the homeowner was actually away. He's on vacation here at this job. And, this is a property we've been to multiple times throughout the years. He actually had about a dozen dead rats inside of his pool. So yeah, I was surprised. I mean, I've been in the business for a long time, and I've ran into all kinds of animals. I ran into rats inside the gutter. Of course, I ran into snakes and spiders and all of that stuff. But I've seen one possum one time inside of a pool, and that was about it. But man, yeah, guys, he had about a dozen, it was about 8 or 9 good-sized rats inside of his pool, dead. I was shocked to see that. So And the way I dealt with that is at the end of the job, I went to the truck and I had a glove, and I just scooped them out of there, and I had a glove on, and yeah, I cleaned that up for him, and I sent him a picture and stuff, and he said that he was gonna have somebody come and reshock his pool and all of that good stuff. So yeah, you want to go above and beyond your customers for your customers and take good care of them. But I thought that was pretty interesting to be able to deal with that. But anyway, so we're coming down to the wire here, guys. We went through all of the steps. You already see here. I mean, it makes a huge difference on the patio there when you go through it, because just that pre-treatment already kills it down, already knocks it down a tremendous amount. Then the surface cleaning, I mean, wow. I mean, that surface cleaning gets it down to about, I would say, a good 98-99% clean. And then you see me coming through here and doing some white tip in and some pressure washing. And then the final phase is, you're going to see this right now, is we just post-treat. And now we post-treat all of our concrete with a company solution. It's called Goofy Juice. Basically, it has a little bit of SH in it, but mostly it has concrete brightener in it. So, but if you don't have anything like that, what you want to do is you just want to use your house mix on that. It's going to work just as well for you. And then you want to come through and spray as much of that stuff as you possibly can. And that's all I got for you guys today. But I really appreciate you coming to my channel and watching this how to pressure wash a pool deck video. I also highly recommend you guys watch the next one as well. In that episode, we are getting a trailer ready for a build. So we show you exactly how we do that. Guys, some very useful information in that one as well. But yeah, anyway, I'll catch you guys over there, and thank you very much for watching.